You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is my top 5 films based on TV shows. Now, before we get into this countdown, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. We are back for a new month of the Movie Nerds Club. And this month we are celebrating the release of a couple different films based on TV shows. Yes, in May we have both Downton Abbey, A New Era, and the Bob's Burgers movie. So, what better way to celebrate than to reflect and list our own favorite films based on TV shows. Now, if you're new and you're not sure what the Movie Nerds Club is, basically, it's a group of us little old film tubers here on the tube. First Saturday of every month, we come together to release a themed video. A lot of fun, so make sure to check out all the links in the description below and show them some love. Now, naturally, I have some honorable mentions before we get into the actual countdown. So let's get to those honorable mentions, shall we? Teen Titans Go to the Movies was a lot of fun, way better than I ever had anticipated, though I don't really have the show to compare it to because, well, I never watched the show. But as its own film, yeah, I had a blast with that one. Rugrats movie is a really fun continuation of a show I loved my entire childhood. It, in many ways, was a defining aspect of my media consumption growing up. And it basically is just kind of a film-length version of the Rugrats episode, What's Not to Love? And then finally, the Lizzie McGuire movie. Another staple for me growing up was Lizzie McGuire. I loved her, had a big crush on Ms. Hilary Duff and the character of Lizzie McGuire, and so hyped to go check this out in the movie theaters. And what can I say? I loved it. I love the story. I love that it was actually in the timeline of the television series. We got that amazing Bob with her performing on the stage. Chef's kiss. So kicking off the official countdown, I have number 5, Mission Impossible. So for me, I'm only going to be listing the first film if the films are part of a series, because often is the case, that first film is really the one based or part of the television timeline. Such is the case with Mission Impossible. This first film is certainly based on the television show and the premise there. It even utilizes the theme song. However, the further we get down the line, obviously, the more detached from the television premise or the television series they may become. While the first Mission Impossible is not my favorite Mission Impossible film, that's the one that makes it here, based on that ideology. And it's a fun action film. Obviously, Tom Cruise hanging down on that wire set piece is one of the most iconic images in all of action history when it comes to film. Stunts and the set pieces are a lot of fun, much more grounded than anything we get in today's aspects. We get a lot of really iconic moments that call back to the television premise. Mission Impossible, just a good time. Coming in at number 4, I have 21 Jump Street. Really, I don't think anybody was asking or begging for a reboot or a remake or a film version of the classic hit show 21 Jump Street. However, what we got, amazing. So funny. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum have amazing chemistry. It actually spawned a sequel in 22 Jump Street that was almost just as good. Didn't look like high schoolers at all, but the self-awareness was there, which I love. Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill have amazing chemistry, and at the end of the day, it's just really funny. And that's really all that matters when it came to a 21 Jump Street film. Really one of the biggest surprise adaptations when it comes to this subgenre of TV being adapted into film. Coming in at number 3, I have The Addams Family. Yes, the 1990s classic that also went on to spawn a possibly even better sequel with the Addams Family values. The Addams Family had a tough task because, in comparison to most of the television shows I've already listed, the Addams Family was adapting an iconic franchise. This is a beloved family of characters that have a very specific image, have a very specific tone. Here we were decades later bringing them to the big screen. There was a lot of room to completely blow it. And instead, they knocked it out of the park. The casting was amazing from top to bottom. Tone was delightfully perfect, balancing that comedic, almost slapsticky style with the more macabre nature of the family themselves, and managed to not only reinvigorate the iconic series in which it came, but in many ways helped to redefine it. So coming in at number two, my runner-up position is Pokemon, the first movie. Now, come on. You didn't really think we were getting through this list without a Pokemon film, did you? Now, here we are in 2022. There's about a million Pokemon films at this point. And this series is interesting compared to the previous on this list. One, because there are so many of them, but two, they all actually tie directly into the ongoing TV series. They are part of the narrative that takes place continually on television. However, only a handful or so, have received theatrical releases rather than straight to DVD. Still, for my money, as much as I've enjoyed some of the newer animated films that have been released, Pokemon the first movie is still my favorite Pokemon movie to date. Maybe excluding Detective Pikachu, but that doesn't count at all. It's not based on a TV series. As a Pokemon fan, I ran out opening day. That opening Friday made my parents take me to go see this film so I could get my little Ancient Mew holographic Pokemon card. As a kid, I was in love. I have adored Pokemon as a franchise ever since I was freaking like 7 years old. Obsessed with the TV show. I was obsessed with the trading cards. I was obsessed with these characters and getting to experience all of that on the big screen. And this really heartfelt, cute, earnest film was amazing. It paid homage to the show. It really paid respect to the characters that we as fans all love. It was a little bit of a formulaic plot, but it really worked for the ideas of friendship and that bonding. While the animation didn't elevate to like feature film status, it was more or less on the same level as the TV animation at that point. Getting to see Pokemon battles come to life on a big screen is something that is still quite special to me. So, yeah, it's probably not as good as the other films on this list, but really holds a special place in my heart. And coming in at number one, my favorite film based on a TV show is The Man from Uncle. I've actually never watched the TV show, and to be honest, as the film was releasing, I had no idea it was based on a TV show, but I freaking love this movie. Our leads, all three of them, yes, even that one we no longer speak of, are great in these roles. They were cast picture perfect, and we have been begging for a sequel ever since. All three of them have really fun chemistry together. This is Guy Ritchie really firing on all cylinders for me because the comedy is there that he's known for, but the action is actually a lot of fun. Get in his own way when it comes to directing action, but here in The Man from Uncle, it looks great. It's this joyful experience to watch. You love these characters, you're invested in the story. Fashions are amazing. Everybody, looks amazing. The thirst is just off the charts. And the story is engaging. Just love everything about The Man from Uncle. I think it is a fun time. And yeah, I've been part of the hype train asking, where's the sequel ever since it was first released? So those are my picks for the 5 best films based on TV shows. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. If you liked this video, please make sure to hit that like button down below as well, and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, make sure to check out the other videos from my fellow MNC members. Their links are in the description below. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.